We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the New York Jets. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off of play action. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action, Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Hey, check Mike 6. I know he ain't got it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua, and going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. It's a run with Mostert. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's got Rome. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Extra point splits the uprights. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rolling to his left. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Fields. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Yeah, he'll find Hall. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That is taken in by Hurst. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing again is Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Fields. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a throw here to his running back. Touchdown, Jets! Darrynton Evans, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Fields on 3rd down. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On first down, it's Fields. He finds his man complete. It's Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 22, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. A final shot before the break. Fields. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
But every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Fields on first down. And a catch right side by Evans. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Out of the gun, Fields. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Hall, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A run run there on first down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Hall, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to left side. Hall, and he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
85 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with Evans. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, Wilson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Escaping the pressure right. On the screen, this is Evans. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darrynton Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try, and you and I were talking before the game. That two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
50 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Being chased out left. That's swung out to Mostert. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2 to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long. We'll see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.